The desert night was silent, a vast expanse of tranquility. A million stars twinkled above, each one a tiny beacon of light in the darkness. Abraham looked up, his heart filled with wonder. He remembered God's promise, a son that would bring blessings to his lineage. Could it be true? Sarah was old, beyond the years of childbearing, yet Abraham held on to hope, a hope that defied logic and time. The stars seemed to whisper, God remembers. They twinkled as if sharing a secret. The years had been long, filled with waiting and uncertainty. Doubt had crept in, but God had been faithful before, in ways Abraham could scarcely comprehend. He had called Abraham out of his homeland, guiding him through unknown lands. He had promised a great nation, descendants as numerous as the stars, and now a son. Abraham clung to God's word, his faith unwavering despite the odds. It was a promise whispered by the stars, a celestial vow, a promise soon to be fulfilled as the first light of dawn broke over the horizon. The tent was filled with joy. Sarah held her son Isaac close. His name meant laughter, and laughter filled Sarah's heart. She had waited so long. Now she held the miracle in her arms. God had kept his word. Isaac's birth was a testament to God's power. He could do the impossible. He could bring life from barrenness, hope from despair. Sarah looked at Isaac and knew God was faithful. His promises were true. The day arrived for Isaac's weaning. A great feast was prepared. Music filled the air. Friends and family gathered. It was a celebration of life, a celebration of God's goodness. Isaac, the promised son, was a symbol of hope. He represented God's faithfulness. The celebration was about more than just Isaac. It was about remembering God's blessings. It was about giving thanks for his love. Hagar and Ishmael stood at the edge of the vast, unforgiving desert, their hearts heavy with uncertainty. Sarah's anxiety about Isaac's future had led to their sudden departure. Hagar was filled with fear and doubt. What would become of them in this desolate place? How would they survive? But God saw their plight and understood their suffering. He would not abandon them. God heard Hagar's desperate cries for help. He promised to make Ishmael a great nation, a promise of hope and future. An angel guided them to a well, a source of life in the barren desert. Their immediate needs were met. God was faithful to them, providing water and sustenance. Even in the harsh wilderness, He provided. He protected. He guided their every step, ensuring their survival and future. Abraham looked out over the land. God had promised it to him and his descendants. But there was a problem. The Philistines claimed the wells. Water was essential for survival. Conflict arose between Abraham and Abimelech, the Philistine king. Abraham sought peace. He made a treaty with Abimelech. They agreed to share the land and its resources. This peace was a sign of God's blessing. It brought stability. It allowed Abraham and his family to thrive. The stars still whisper God's promises, echoing through the ages. They speak of His faithfulness, a testament to His unwavering love and commitment. He is the same God today as He was in ancient times. He sees our struggles and understands our pain. He hears our cries and knows our hearts. He will never leave us nor forsake us. Trust in His promises, for they are eternal and unchanging. Even when life seems impossible, He is working behind the scenes. He is faithful, always. Just like He was faithful to Abraham and Sarah, guiding them through their journey. He will be faithful to you in every step you take. Let His love fill you with hope, and His promises light your path. Let His promises guide your steps, leading you to a future filled with His grace. And let your heart be filled with the laughter of faith, knowing that you are never alone.